Hello everyone. In today's video, we will be covering case number 5 and number 6 from the Speed Solving Wiki, and these OLL cases are your square cases, and there's only one basic case. There's a left-hand and right-hand version of it. How you solve this case, if you've been following the channel, is this is a fat Anti-Sune. And this video will go over what a fat Anti-Sune is, how to perform it, and then how to orient this case and solve it. Let's get started. So what we're going to do is, as you know, a Anti-Sune is when you take a pair out with a 2 move and then you insert it with a single move. And a fat version of that is we're going to take this entire block out with a 2 move and then reinsert it with a single move. So we'll have to move it over and then reinsert it with a single move. So that's what a fat Anti-Sune is, and you can see more detail on that on my Sune video. I'll put a link in the description below. And that will solve your square case. So basically, it's just a fat version of an Anti-Sune. So we'll take it out with the 2 and then insert it with a 1. And how we're going to orient this case is we're looking for a side with a single yellow face on it. So you'll have a side with 2, 2, none, and then a single yellow face. And this is how we're going to determine how to orient this case. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our square in the back and orient it so that we can see one of these cases, or this edge that's facing on the right or the left. So here's our square. We'll put it in the back, and then we'll put this on the left or the right. So if it's like this, that's incorrect because we can't see our single oriented piece. So here's our piece, here's the yellow face on the side, and then our square is in the back. Here's our piece, our square is in the back. And what we're going to do is we're going to perform a fat Sune on the, starting with the pair underneath this piece. So here's our square on the back, here's our oriented, or our single piece that's facing on the side, and then we're going to start with the pair on this, but remember, we're doing a fat Anti-Sune, so if this is our piece, we're going to do a fat Anti-Sune. So we'll do the same thing in this orientation, so we're basically leaving this side alone, and we're starting over this block. So we'll do a fat Anti-Sune, and that will solve that case. So the left-hand version of this is we orient our square in the back such that this is pointing to the left or to the right. So last time it was pointing to the right, this time it's pointing to the left, and what we're going to do is we're going to start our fat Anti-Sune with the pair underneath this corner. So here's our corner, this is the pair we're going to start with, but it's a fat version, so we're going to take both of these out with a U2 move, and then we're going to reinsert this block with a single move, and that will solve your pair. And then how you execute this alg is I always regrip because it seems a little more fluid for me. So what I do is I kick the pair out. So I'll regrip and I'll kick the pair out with U2, and then I'll just double cock on my finger here. So I'll pull down one and then I'll pull up again and then move the whole layer over. So something like that. And I do that because you can do the regripless version of it where you slide the whole side up, kick it out with this hand, and then again we're going to do another U2 to insert it, so we'll go down one and up one. But that never really seems to work well for me. It's not quite as stable as I would like. So normally what I do is I kick the whole block out by regripping, kick it out, and then something like that. Just seems a little more comfortable for me, but pick whichever one you like better and run with it. And fat Sune at speed. So I think that's it for the square cases. I covered them in more detail in my Sune video, so if you want a little more information on those, you can reference that. I will leave the link in the description below. The next set of cases we're going to be covering are our small lightning bolt cases, and there's 2 of these. There's the one where you have a bar here, and then a dot, and then one where you have 2 bars. And if you've been following the series, you notice that we've already covered both of these cases, but for thoroughness, I want to include a video that includes both of these cases in one video. So that's what the next video will be. If you have any questions or comments on the square cases, leave them in the comment section below. And until then, happy cubing!